The Game Awards have finally come and gone, and holy crap, 2024 was an amazing year, setting us up for 2025 and 2026. And on today's video, I'm gonna go over the good, the bad, the ugly, and the amazing from this year's Game Awards. And to be honest, the Game Awards had many surprises for us, but I want to start off with the bad things that happened this year. Number one, Elden Ring DLC. Holy crap, you went 0-3 this year in the Game Awards, and honestly, I don't even think you should have been even chosen for Game of the Year nomination. You took away a spot from many of the games that could have made a case for it. One, I would say probably Hellblade, who won 2 awards, maybe even Tekken 8, which is probably one of the best fighting games and one best fighting game out there. Maybe even Silent Hill 2 should have gotten it, just like Alan Wake got it last year. So Elden Ring, you kind of failed, and I hope to God that the Game Awards see this and actually work on next year not making DLCs be part of it. So we'll see what happens with that. From the games that came out, some of them honestly don't really seem that there were much hits out there. Rematch seems to be one announcement that was very lackluster to me. It was a soccer game, but kind of weird in its own sense. So I didn't really like the way it came out or what it's presented to us. Steel Hunters, a game honestly that could have been a lot better if it was a Gundam style game or even Transformers. But if you're trying to do that whole entire aspect and bring it out there as a battle royale with this robots out there, I kind of thought it was Pacific Rim at one time, and honestly, I don't see myself getting that game maybe day one, maybe not even getting it at all, period. And Celestial 2, a turn-based trying to mimic Baldur's Gate, may fall short from so many games coming out. I mean, we've had Throne of Liberty, we have obviously Baldur's Gate, we have Path to Exile, we have Diablo 4. A lot of these games are a lot more in tune, a lot more embraceful for people. And I think that Celestial 2 will probably fall through the cracks and not be as great as many people think it will be. I could be wrong, but you know, that's just me. All right, we're gonna get into the ugly of everything. The ugly. Nintendo, what went wrong with you guys? Now, one thing was announced minus a commercial saying, hey, our Nintendo Switch still works when you play all these indie games. Why do I care about playing indie games? Whatever happened to all these other games that are out there that we all want to play? Nintendo, you had a chance to embrace it with something new, maybe even a more sneak peek into Metro Prime that's coming out, but you didn't do anything, and I feel like Nintendo's kind of dropping the ball majorly lately, to the fact that, you know, they weren't even nominated for one Game of the Year this year. So I don't know, maybe that's just an issue with them. The backlash that we've been having right now. The backlash story is the look of Ciri in The Witcher 4 and the main character for Naughty Dog's new game Intergalactic. Look, everyone's going mad because, oh, Ciri doesn't look very feminine. She doesn't look like what Stellar Blade looked like. She doesn't look beautiful. And the girl from Naughty Dog's game looks like, you know, a person that wants to be a guy and blah, 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 and whatever. Look, man, we've had Tomb Raider. We've had a bunch of amazing women. Jill Valentine, Claire Redfield. You know, there's women out there that deserve their spot. I don't care who they're putting in here. At the end of Witcher 3, it set up Ciri to be the new protagonist for The Witcher. So I'm all for it, and I think she looks fine. I mean, look, it's based off of a couple years after the original Witcher 3. So obviously maybe she got, you know, face change, you know, she doesn't look the same way as it was. And Intergalactic, honest to God, they did a lot with that game. It looks very good. Relax. If you don't want to play it, don't play it. But everyone's always wanting to go mad with everything, and I think that this is horrible, and it makes the studios be like, oh, maybe we're doing something wrong. Keep doing what you're doing, Naughty Dog. Keep doing what you're doing, the producers for The Witcher 3 or Witcher 4. You're doing fine. Don't let the trolls go out there and say anything bad about you, because these games are going to be looking amazing. And then the ugly, honestly, for Assassin's Creed, with the announcements of Onishima and Dynasty Warriors already coming out next year in January, and Ghost of Yoti to come out sometime in 2025, it seems Assassin's Creed Shadows may have lost its mojo in the gaming world when it comes to a Japanese style game, and could be dead on arrival for Ubisoft. As a Ubisoft partner, I do feel bad for them because they really wanted to bring something out there But now these 3 games have been announced. Ninja Gaiden also, which is a little bit different than what these are, but Ninja Gaiden also being announced. Shinobi for Sega still being announced to be coming out as well. Assassin's Creed, you've already delayed your game. I think you're delaying also from February, so I don't think the game is gonna be any good, and it's probably gonna be another dead on arrival, which is gonna bring your company very, very down right now. So those are my 3 uglies out there. Now we go to the good. What was good about the Game Awards? So many things out there. Helldivers 2 finally gave us an update. I was talking to old fucking noob, and the first thing I told him, I goes, look, Helldivers, we have the robots, we have the aliens. I mean, the robots and the bugs. I got bored of it. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know, Terminator, and we got, you know, the bugs, you know, from Starship Troopers. And I'm like, all right, I'm kind of bored right now. What else are they gonna give us? Now they're giving us aliens. I'm excited for this. I want to see what's gonna be happening with it. I'm going to be streaming it this week as well, because Helldivers 2 is an amazing game and it's going to get me back into it. So let's see what happens. I have been reading reports that Helldivers 2 has actually gotten their game, their players up from where they were when they first announced in earlier this year. So that's a good thing as well. Classic gamers need to rejoice because Project Robot, which is from the studio that made Ico and Shadow Colossus, is coming with a game, and it looks freaking amazing. Omninusha, Okami, Ninja Gaiden, and Turok Origins. For me as a classic gamer, I am for sure playing day 1, Project Robot, and for sure Turok Origins. On Omnisho, Okami, and Ninja Gaiden, I probably will play them. I'm not sure if it'll be day 1, but for sure they will be on my radar as well to be playing those games throughout the year as well. Fighting games aren't going anywhere as Clive has been added to Tekken 8, and we bring you Sega's Virtua Fighter 6. Seems like Sega is making a huge comeback with not only that one, but also the Sonic racing game as well that they announced during the Game Awards. And I think Sega's been doing an amazing job right now. They've been trying to throw us all this stuff. A Virtua Fighter coming back. I cannot wait. I love the original Virtua Fighters, especially with the blocky characters and all that, and the ring outs. So we'll see what that brings out there for us. The other game that I want to be playing as well is Split Fiction. If you never played It Takes Two, which I have not played it. I played a little bit of it. I would love to play Split Fiction with Noob. It'll be kind of funny seeing, you know, 2 different worlds that you're going into, like one of a sci-fi and one of a fantasy world. Kind of something that we both like. Will be pretty cool to play that game and see how the aspects of it work out as well. Could be another game of the year. Maybe they win 2 out of from the same studio. Who knows? And the amazing of it all, you started off with one trailer that freaked me out. The Witcher 4 looks freaking amazing. I thought I was watching a movie when I was watching the trailer, and I cannot wait to play as Ciri. I think us knowing the whole entire story and even watching the TV show as well. Obviously, the new season of the show is going to be pretty bad because we don't have, you know, Henry Cavill, but I'm excited to see what we get with the new Witcher 4. It's been about, what, 10 years since the last Witcher came out, so it's huge news. I think it's amazing. I can't wait to play it. Could be another game of the year, who knows on that one. And the last one, when I saw Intergalactic for Naughty Dog, at first I saw it, I was like, you know, I don't understand what's going on. And then I see the elements of the music when they start playing the Pet Shop Boys, you know, It's a Sin, and then just goes straight through. And then I start seeing from the studio that bought you Naughty Dog and all that. And you saw the fight sequence where it's kind of like almost like a lightsaber type of sword, and it fights against a robot. I freaked out and geeked out. I cannot wait for this game. That audio track is going to be so freaking amazing. I love the actors that are in it as well, who they're portraying in the actual game that they got. But I'm super excited to see where this game goes. I'm super excited to see if this is just a one-time game. Is it going to come out with maybe a second one as well? And if you haven't noticed, there are videos out there going that this is kind of based off of Akira. So if you saw Akira had the same type of jacket, had the same type of thing with the audio, music, and all that. So they got elements of that. So I love how they're trying to grasp everything out there. And I cannot wait to be playing it. I don't know what the hate is on the 2 things that I think are amazing. I loved it all. I think the Game Awards was really, really good this year. The pre-show, it was good as well. The only thing that pissed me off with it was I think fighting game should be put into maybe into the main show, maybe a little bit more element to something just very quickly. I think fighting games have been coming back, and it should be, you know, this year was probably one of the hardest one to choose between the 5 games that were out there, minus multiverses, but the other 4 games were super amazing. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe they get some feedback with it. But I would like to know what you all thought about the Gaming Awards. What was your favorite game of the Gaming Awards? Which is the worst one that you thought about it? And would you have changed any of the votes in any of the games that should have won this year? I still will say that Astrobot deserves the Game of the Year 100%. My second choice was honestly Balatro to win it as well. I don't think Black Myth Wukong would have won it. If they would have, it would have been the lowest scoring game to win Game of the Year. It was a great game, and yes, it had elements of Dragon Ball Z, but I don't feel it was 100% what everyone needed when it came out to being Game of the Year. So that is just on me. But if you guys have liked this one, make sure to check out the videos popping up right here, because I know you're gonna like it. And trust me, I'll see you guys at the next video, next Game Awards as well. This is your favorite troll. Peace out.